You could rip it off of there if you want.
Yeah, I suppose glue would work well when you're expecting gunfire. Oh yeah, I mean, I'll just attempt to bring it with us.
Unplug it. It's yours now. Haha. Okay, great. You guys take the GPS. It's a crude piece of shit from the old days. So you go over. Everybody gets into the car. Pretty much all you're bringing is GPS and briefcase, I'm guessing. Did anybody bring the briefcase?
Was there anything else of interest in like the trunk or the glove box when we were checking
In
the
the glove
car?
box, you find it looks like a crack pipe, some crack, and a lighter.
Ooh, a lighter. I'll take that.
Okay.
Was there any cash on us?
No.
Okay, I'll swipe the bag of crack. You never know.
Okay. I like crack. Crack for me. Crack. Okay.
This also reminds me of my time in Colombia.
Give me an appraisal roll there, Rasslin, to figure out how much crack is worth. I mean, having the crack pipe with you would make it easier, but this could be worth millions of dollars or hundreds. I'm not really sure. I don't do drugs often. Maybe now's the time I should start.
The fourth guy, has he taken off or is he still with? Oh, he was shot.
He was shot in the face at point blank range. It looks like.
Doc, that's right.
Yeah, he was shot the fuck out of. You hear
he was giving a PowerPoint presentation with his pistol in my face. I got kind of itchy, so.
The police sirens are drawing much closer. Yeah, there's no sandy loss for that, Doc.
Yeah,
I know a place around here with great burritos.
I get in and take my mask off.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure we've all got our masks off by this point.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, you guys take off your mask, and are you wanting to peel out and skid away real fast there, Chris?
No, I'm just going to drive calmly away from the area.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth roll, Chris, to drive casually as you're thinking you've become Chewie Chewbacca and you're trying to fly casually, but in a car. This will be a lot easier in an airship, although less. Okay. Yeah, you guys drive by, there's a whole bunch of cops going by, and they're looking around, and a chopper in the distance, and a couple of media choppers. And so, yeah, you guys just drive off. Cut to.
So like I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted. I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
So I don't have my wallet on me or anything?
Yeah.
Why don't you plug in the GPS and we'll see if there's a home selection so we can go home.
No.
But it will show where we came from, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So where did we steal all these glands from?
Oh, give me a. It looks like streetwise rolls as you guys peer at the GPS. By the way, Burrito City is not that far away from here.
What did you call these things, mate?
Burritos.
What kind of glands are these?
Pineal gland, part of the brain.
Oh, I'm sure a doctor has removed or installed a few of these in his day.
It shows Doc Fulton going, burrito.
Burrito.
How much you think we can get for one of them, mate?
Hey, Freddie, come here. I'm going to check your brain for one of these things. You say they're in there?
Well, no,
I've never seen one in there.
I have one.
I've poked around plenty of brains before, and I've never seen that shit before, ever. I don't know what you're talking about. It's clearly just, no, it's not. No.
With your streetwise, you're thinking that it came from like a hospital, which could be labeled loosely scene of the crime. Would you like to return to the scene of the crime?
No.
Are you sure? Scene of the crime is only a few miles away.
No.
Yeah. Would you like to go to Burrito City?
Yes.
Who has the briefcase?
You do.
In the car.
It's sitting between. Who's in the back seat?
Yeah, probably Freddie with the penile glands.
Oh no, the pineal glands went with the other guy.
Oh, right, okay.
They were in the cooler.
He gave us a
You said
briefcase.
penal.
You got briefcase. He got cooler. He was happy. Presumably, you're happy. Everybody's happy.
All right, so I imagine right now I'm going through the briefcase.
All right, you pop open the briefcase. Blue dye fails to explode all over the inside of the car and you in the face, making you into some sort of Smurf and causing fucking Russ's character to come and get you in the bum. That all fails to happen. Instead, there's nothing in here but money. $60,000 in small, unmarked, non-consecutive bills. You like the money. Money begin. Would you like to have a money bath while you're sitting in the passenger seat?
No. This is U.S. dollars?
Kind of. It's Shermer bucks.
Okay. So confirms we're in Shermer bucks. Bill.
Would you like to rub it on your body?
I do the
I
flip
have
through it as I
a-
smell one of them.
I have several stored USB drives on the security tape with that man and several others in the room talking. If you want to go there, I can grab it.
It smells
It's
like
in a brick.
it smells like banking with a soupçon of cocaine.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Like, this guy definitely is connected, and he knows
Yeah.
Dora's. So,
Oh, does he?
Is this someone that I would have seen as well, like on security footage at a hotel?
Quite possibly. Did you play in that mod?
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm asking if it's someone that we saw when we found the videos and stuff that she had recorded.
Yeah. Did you go through the videos?
Yeah, I remember there was a scene with the mirrors. There
Yes,
was a
this
scene
is the
with
guy who covered all the mirrors.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all know what. Okay, cool.
Yes, I made sure that everybody
That
went
blood
through
looked
that
familiar.
mod. I made sure everybody went through the mod
Yeah.
before springing this on you again because I'm a hell of a guy.
Was anyone able to understand what they said? All we got was they were talking about some sort of water rights.
yeah.
That was different people talking about water
Yeah,
rights.
Yeah, that was
a different
people.
video I saw too. That was like Arabians.
Yeah. Do you want that information?
I have it.
Well, let's go get the drive. Let's go get a hotel with a laptop, and then we can go through it.
But Burrito City's right over there.
We grab a burrito, and then we go do all this.
Excellent. The only money you have to spend is what's in the briefcase.
Oh, no.
Okay. Cut two.
Oh, no.
Shows the back seat full of burritos. Yeah. 100 burritos for $100. Fuck yeah.
Obvious
I-
place.
So we drop the
Blonde
car off.
direction to the-
We leave it at the burrito place. We catch a bus, and we go to the other side of town.
Done.
And then we get a hotel, and then we get like a computer, and then we'll cab over to get the drive that Freddy
Yeah.
has.
You're going to
And
go
back.
buy a computer?
Yeah.
All right. Mark off $1,000. You get a not super high-end computer, but it should be reliable until Freddy causes it to explode. Because Freddy's not allowed to own
I'm
a
gonna
technological
play
device.
Happy Pie card.
Woo! Here comes the exploding computer.
Everybody, take a card.
Yes. And feel a little better about life. Which is ironic
I
considering the
also
approved
got a
action.
discard card. Discard any cards you wish and refill your hand. Play as desired. I'll hold on to that for the time being, but oh, wait a minute. I'm attempting to steal your card, Chris.
Oh my God!
I was looking to see what people had, and I clicked on it.
Does
My
anyone
hand's
have
stuck in your
victory-
pocket. It feels so good.
Anyone have victory cards or anything?
Sorry, I was playing in Chris's pants. What were you saying?
Does anyone have victory cards?
No.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play my luck and my victory because I don't want to dilute my hand anymore.
Okay. By the way, this part of the adventure isn't a prestige, but if you guys leave the normal adventuring area for some reason, then because permanent death is online, then it will switch to prestige. But I have no idea where you're going or anything, because that's pretty much the end of the planned portion of it. You guys may choose to do other things or find out other things, but yeah. This is the easiest 60 grand Wrestling Rat ever made, although he did have to do a few rolls for it, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's.
And you got a bag of crack, but
let's
you
grab
left
a
the crack
cab.
pipe behind.
I'll take them to the brick where we stored the drives, and then we'll come back to the hotel.
Cut two, you're at the hotel. You've got the information out of the brick. You got a briefcase full of $60,000. Wrestling Rat may or may not be laying on the bed, rolling around in it like some sort of fucking weird dog. I don't know. That's up to him. Chris may or may not be rolling around on the bed with 100 burritos for $100.
No, the only thing I will be doing though is I'll go through it in detail, make sure there's like no tracking devices lodged in between the bills or anything like that.
Take a card. Give me a electronics roll. Is this a tracking device? I'm not sure. It might be part of the briefcase. Rip it out.
I tell them all about this movie, No Country for Old Men, as I go through everything. Oh, it's a great fucking flick, mate. People got shot in there. Some old fuck.
Oh, did anybody make their... oh, yeah, those...
Did you say electronics?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Nope.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well,
By the way, those of you who remember or made their Streetwise roll and Spanish roll know that the gang that apparently this money belongs to, I mean, you guys have a lot less worries than people who are living in this world full time, but they are known for brutality and shit like that. So hopefully, you can do something about that.
and I think I might have missed if we established what town we're actually in.
You're in Chicago.
Okay,
South Side.
What was the name of the gang? Cornizos? Is that what it was?
I'll copy paste
I
it.
just got it.
We'll copy paste it because, copy and paste. There you go. Gormilos. Whoever's playing with a pistol, please stop.
Oh, sorry.
I know you like your gat. Oh, I'm assuming you guys are all carrying around your guns and stuff. Now, the weird thing is that your guns are almost out of ammo, like you were doing a shootout before you started firing, but you have lots of extra bullets in your pockets, but no extra clips. For reasons.
So when we're at the hotel going through stuff, I'll put on the news. Let's see what they're talking about.
No problem. They're talking about medical research facility was shot up, and they've got videotape of the guys and shows a bunch of guys in skull masks. Shows your guys' skull mask lined up on the dresser nearby, looking nice, going in, bang, screaming in Spanish, and pretty much just shooting the place up, grabbing a bunch of stuff, sticking it in the cooler, and running out. Police are looking like hell for these guys. They got pictures of the car that you'd abandoned, all that stuff. The update, they found the car. Give me, since all of you guys have various amounts of experience with law enforcement, go ahead and give me give me evidence analysis rolls. Got it. Everybody except Wrestling Rat thinks it's probably a good idea to get out of this zone and these bodies pretty goddamn soon, because these guys are fucking amateurs. Even as you're sitting there getting ready to start searching around information on your computer, somebody else has probably figured out that they come from this gang, shaking down the gang, and because they killed a bunch of innocent people and shit, so they're probably coming for you really goddamn soon. It'd be a good idea to clear these bodies really fucking soon.
I've
Because
got an idea.
money
How about we
back.
just turn ourselves in? I mean, I would like to get out of here, but I don't like this fuck that I'm inhabiting at the moment.
How do you think we'll get out of these bodies afterwards?
Take a nice nap. Done it before, mate, when I got arrested. Threw me in the drunk tank for a few days. Me and Alex Kinley, and hell, I think it was you.
Oh yeah, it was actually.
Do you remember that time we got arrested and thrown in the tank?
Yeah, it took us a couple of days though to get out. Wasn't easy.
I could use a nice nap.
It's a very risky
I
way
look
to
at
try to
that.
leave the zone.
All right, so that's option A.
You,
I mean, the easiest option is to shadow walk out.
well, if you time it just right, you can have them drive off of a cliff or something as you're leaving the zone.
Hey, if you guys want to go on an all-paid trip,
Wait, no,
could,
there's also a cleanse that we can just use. But then they'll be in cleanse afterwards.
oh, I see what you're saying. That the bodies would stay in cleanse.
Yeah, like they'll wake up there and be like, how did we get here?
How do the normal people usually react around cleanse? Because they don't seem to go in there on their own, do they?
Right. What we should do is we should probably shadow walk out. That's the best option, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To any other zone that we can cleanse. Because once we're out of the zone and into our own selves, it'll be better.
Yeah, well, I can try and target shadow walkers out. But before we do that, we should probably stash the money in the storage unit that we bought.
Yep.
Of course, that would mean doing some serious driving and stuff in these bodies to get to that storage unit.
It's either that or we do a dead drop and leave the money somewhere and come back.
Yeah, I've got. I've mailed myself stuff at a hotel that I'm staying at in Chicago. They received packages for me. We could just mail it, and it'll be waiting for me when I get there.
How much do you trust the U.S. Postal Service? With $60,000.
Yeah, there's a chance it might go missing, but you know they don't really rip everything open.
Do either of you have trumps to Gemma?
Yeah, I do, but we have to just pop out first. So,
Yeah, well, I'm saying one of us can stay behind with the money. The other two can go to their bodies, trump back to Shermer, take the money, put it in storage, and then the last person can jump out or shadow walk out. If we want to take the money or not.
So
That's one idea.
it starts with one of us trumping out, though. Is that what you're saying?
One of us shadow walks out, grabs
Oh.
their trumps, comes back in their own body. But that's probably too much work.
Yeah, because that a certain amount of time's got to pass for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, you can
Oh,
almost
I
feel
can-
the police closing in, checking informants.
If you guys want to take it slow and comfortable, I might be able to get us out a little bit easier. Because Logan with the Royal Road, because the whole thing behind that is even though it's slower,
Super
it's like
comfortable.
and
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there'll be gas stations wherever you fucking need it and stuff. But what's your runway length on that?
800 kilometers, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that's
Holy shit.
it's a pretty hefty drive, but it'd definitely be in comfort.
It's like 2 days.
Yeah, it would take longer. It would take It would take a couple days of driving, but it's less risky than just regular shadow walk.
I would probably, if you're trying to get out of these bodies quick, I'd probably go for a regular shadow walk just to make it in a couple hours, as opposed to many hours in these bodies, because you don't want to have the cops chasing you again.
Well, in a situation like this, I would normally go to Burlington, but since that's an underwater SpongeBob land now, from what I've read.
Well, I can attempt to specifically walk it to somewhere.
Or we could steal a sailboat and go to Burlington. And shadow walk us that way.
No. The entire place is underwater. There's no air.
Right. Oh, there's no air even above the water?
Nope, there is no above water.
Oh, it's just a big fish tank now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to go there when everybody respawns and we see everybody fucking drowned every day.
No, they're sea monkeys.
They're all
now.
sea monkeys.
Oh, they're sea monkeys?
And like
Sea
all the
monkey.
buildings are pink sand castles or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sea monkeys, also invented in the
Some old guy who
50s.
lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, okay, just do the easy thing. We'll drop the briefcase off at the storage unit. We'll be extra careful. We'll either do good at disguises. Can you disguise us anymore?
No, honestly, the easiest way is to shadow walk out and then come back and then deal with it. Like, we could just put it down hide it
Yeah,
somewhere.
where do you want to put it? Okay, yeah, where do you want to put it? Just under a tree somewhere.
Did you say under the sea?
Well, tree.
Oh,
If we're shadow walking, why not just keep it with us?
It will disappear. Anything on our bodies goes away.
Ah, gotcha. So,
That's why we need to leave it blank. Yeah, we'll just leave it blank.
we either just rent the room for several days, just leave it in the room, do not disturb, drop it in your thing. We could get a big old envelope and some postage, just drop it in the mail.
Logan, are these hotel rooms the ones with keys or like cards?
Everybody give me spy lore rolls. These are keys. You're in an old shitty hotel that's like $100 a night or whatever. Spy lore. Who's got spy? Wrestling Rad looks at the camera blankly. Freddy looks at Wrestling Rad blankly. Doc thinks about it and looks very blank as well.
Yeah, how far away is your location?
It's in Sherman. What, the storage unit? It's in Sherman.
It's a good 45 minutes away.
Yeah, everything's 45 minutes away around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to go there, I mean, you're just hoping not to get spotted on the way.
Since there's a lot of heat on us, we don't necessarily want to risk taking them back to your little safe house. What else you got there?
There's another storage unit, not in anyone's name particularly. Oh, actually, the storage unit is in the police officer's name, which he doesn't even know exists. We took one out when we were in their bodies, so if anyone finds it, it'll be on the cop.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a place I could stash it here too, but I'm just thinking that I don't want to go there in this body at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, can we just find a place nearby and just put it there for now, and then come back and get it?
Well, you could toss it in a dumpster and hope that some bum doesn't suddenly make 60 grand. Well, 59.8.
Well, we don't want to do that because the shadow walking is going to take longer. We run too much of a risk of the garbage people coming by and emptying the dumpster. We could just find some low traffic place to stash it. I mean, that's the general idea.
No, if you have this room with a do not disturb sign on it and stuff, and rent it for a couple weeks, then maybe, unless your faces get tracked to this hotel room, which is very
I,
possible. You're getting nervous about being here. Because,
yeah, I mean, we could attempt to disguise ourselves and either just rent the room for longer, go to another place and rent a room.
you have no disguise kits and stuff with
Yeah,
you.
there's no kits.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to get some shit
like
and
a-
like camouflage your face with shit.
Paper mustache would help.
I'll be right back while you guys plan. Paper mustaches, yeah.
I haven't had a day like today since yesterday.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm leaning towards let's just rent the room here for throw enough cash at them for a couple weeks, but
I mean, we'll be right back, like, a day later. And then we'll just take the money out.
yeah,
And
but the
leave
big
them.
risk is approaching the front desk, and
How the hell did we rent the room?
because they've already seen us once. If we go back and make a scene about renting the room longer, they're gonna recognize us. Well, actually, they're not, because they're looking for people with skull masks.
Yeah, they
they
don't
might
know
not.
what we look like.
Yeah, so it might actually take them a little time to interrogate enough people if they're going to try that hard to figure out who actually did it.
Yeah.
What we could do is like I could stay here, you guys can shadow walk, and like we'll talk about a place where we're gonna meet up, and then at that point I'll do a dead drop or something, and so that I know that you guys will be back by a certain time, or I'll watch for you guys.
Sure. Well, we could even call the hotel room to let you know we're on our way or something. If you want to do it that way, but yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, if one of us stays behind, then the other two can just go get the trumps, come back, and then we'll put the thing in storage. And then the last person, I can trump gate you out, Doc. If your body doesn't work normally in a trump, I can gate you out. Or you can get yourself out there.
Are you guys still planning?
Yes.
Wow.
So, what part of town are we in right now, Logan? Where this
Shitty part of
hotel-
town. Shitty part of town, shitty hotel, shitty shit.
Wait, is this like a drop ceiling?
Give me a luck roll. Maybe. Lower's better. It's not only a drop ceiling, but it like has like when you go up, there's like an air vent in there that was covered up by the drop ceiling and stuff, and the screws are loose enough that you can actually get them out with your, and it's big enough to fucking fit the briefcase if you wanted to. So yes, you found a great hiding space in this really shitty hotel.
Okay.
So why don't we hide it in there, shadow walk out,
Yeah.
come back, and just request this room?
Yeah, cool.
I like it.
That sounds fine to me.
Okay, you guys do that and go wandering out and check. Cool.
I mean, they don't have our faces, so it'll be hard for them to find us.
Yeah, right. Sorry, what I meant to say
It's
is
2000. They don't have super high-tech bullshit.
no, they don't have the kind of our stuff. But you'd be amazed how quick they're getting people, even in the 2000s, who went on a shooting spree, and their friends rolled on them immediately. Because that's the custom in the U.S. By God. So far you're not having anybody do anything bad.
Alright, so Logan, because I have target to shadow walk once a day and then twice a day. I have 2 times a day basically. If I fail one, can I try the other one?
Maybe, but you might still be out in fuck you land, depending on where you go.
Fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'll try and get it.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, you don't want us floating around on the sea like a brown-eyed mullet.
Okay, well. Let's get in the car and go.
No problem. As you guys...
What did you want to do with the crack, by the way, Wrestling?
I'm gonna miss this.
Just keep
I'll
it in
toss
your
it out
lap.
the window.
Oh, okay. No problem. Josie hits some crack addict in the face. He's like, oh, thank you, God. And, right, you who's driving?
I'll drive.
Doc has you. Okay, good.
Yeah. I didn't know who wanted to try to get a check in their driving and shit.
Well, I've already got a check, you know, if anybody else wants to.
Oh,
some
sure, I'll
practice.
try then.
No problem. Doc, as you're driving out, you're guessing you're driving casually through the neighborhoods, or do you want to just rip roaring it?
Casually, we'll do some counter surveillance, see if anyone's tailing us yet.
Yeah.
No problem. As you guys are driving out, you don't even need to roll. You look back. It's not close to the hotel. You've been driving for 10 minutes, going through neighborhoods and stuff. You're at a stop sign, waiting, for this other fucking slow bitch to get her shit together and go across. And you see two guys dressed up as fucking harlequins. And they got fucking katanas and shit on their backs. And they're running at the car. And you're like, God damn. I mean, they are fucking sprinting like beasts at the car. And you notice they're faster than humans. Doc is waiting. He's like going, puta, go, puta. And she's like,
There's some sort of con in town this weekend?
No. They want the overthrust to step on it.
Oh, those overthruster fucks. Haven't they found it yet?
Doc, what are you going to do? You're hearing stuff, and there's a steering wheel in front of you, Doc.
Oh, I'm driving? I thought Ross was
Exactly. Look at the shock on your face when you discover the steering wheel. Those bastards.
I thought Freddie said he was driving because he wanted to check.
I don't know who's driving.
Hey, what?
No problem. He slams into the lady. He was like, go ahead, go. And she started really tentatively going. He goes, and the Harlequins are rushing. And you see them, as you guys are going into standard combat, they're pulling out something small and glittery from within their clothes. And round one of standard combat. Heroes are first. Magic items stopped working for this round, so if you have a magic item this round, it isn't. Artifacts are, of course, immune to this. Destroying a magic item is approved, so if it was immune, then you go, yeah, you win. All right, so, Doc, the steering wheel's still in front of you, much to your annoyance, and the lady's like, ah! She's like, you said go! You said go!
I drive off.
All right, give me a drive roll to disengage your car from hers, and yeah, all right, no problem. He just drags on the side of her car, and she's like, oh my God, the damage! And, right, what are you two doing?
Are they catching up to us, or?
Oh yeah, they're running like demons.
I'm gonna draw my pistol.
All right, he says, we need to attract more stuff. You see Russell and Rod giving you a look like you may have just done the crack that he had.
Yeah, right now I'm just keeping an eye open, just seeing what else is going on.
All right, no problem.
See if there's any other people involved.
Cool. They notice that Freddy's got a pistol. Are you doing anything with it, or you just want to have it out to make you feel better?
I'm waiting. If they get too close, I'll shoot at them.
No, because Doc Fulton's pulling away, they're not going to get too close, but they are doing stuff. Looks like they're throwing things at you since you've got a pistol. Quick, what do you do?
I'll take cover behind my speed basically.
All right, no problem. There are definitely some negatives here. Let's see if they can roll 45 or less. Pew, pew. Right, things go chink chink into the seat, and you can't quite see what they are and stuff. Wrestling, you see what they are. They're fucking throwing stars stuck in the seat right where he was close to. And you're like, good, keep his ass down. And we go into next round. And heroes are first. Any action that you wish to roll for is approved. The lady is screaming about her car, and she pulls out a flip phone. She says, and right, Freddie, what do you want to do? You got a gun.
I'll just. If they get too close to us, I'll just. That's my
you're looking and waiting for them to get close, and they're like. And they're running not at superhuman speed, but a bit faster than humans. Wrestling, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting for it.
All right, he just sits in the car like, we're going for a drive. Doc, what are you up to?
Wow.
Take a fucking left here.
No problem. You begin, god damn. Doc's like, he's doing drift racing and shit, and you guys are like, this car's not built for this. And at this point, everybody realizes nobody has a seatbelt on as you bounce around like ping pong balls inside of a washing machine. It's awesome. Freddie, give me a simple pistol roll. Just don't fumble. Anything but a fumble, you're A-okay. Fumble equals hilarity for Logan.
Fine.
Would you like a reroll? Anyway, so you guys proceed, and you're losing those guys very handily. You drive off with Chris's elite drift racing skills. You seem to have left them far behind. Who wants to pop the shadow walking as you get out onto some open road? Freddie, would you like to wave your gun at other cars as you pass?
No, I'll put my pistol away.
Oh, all right. You stick it back into your pocket. These guys are not wearing shoulder holsters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and travel since I'm the only one who can do the.
All right. Wrestling Rad keeps an eye out. You don't see anything yet, although you definitely hear sirens here and there, and there's like a news chopper that's like, we're looking for the scoop, but it doesn't seem to be coming this way at all.
I'm going to play my skill 10 on this.
Meanwhile, Chill's lady, some foreigners hit my car. And they're like, please calm down, ma'am. Right. Okay, so you guys go off.
I got a reroll.
You seem to be going through, it looks like weird lakes of fire and small volcanoes and some kind of hill that looks a lot like butt cheeks that's shooting out this kind of brown liquid and such. You're thinking that where before you roll, what's your destination again, Freddie? Got to declare your destination first.
I did. Embassy parking garage, but I'm going to reroll. So.
Oh, good.
Don't worry.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to get home. All right, and so you seem to be going right to this big fucking tar pit looking thing.
Oh my god!
It just keeps showing the same scene over. All right, so you're kind of in this weird jungle type stuff, and the ground is kind of thudding a bit as though something heavy is walking on it.
Continue driving to get away from the T-Rex.
All right. So, Freddie, give me a drive roll as you're dodging around some shit. It doesn't appear to have worked, and you're in a really bad place, and Doc Fulton seems to be hitting a tree.
Fuck's sake.
Were you wanting to spend our hero point, or are you okay with the tree and T-Rex combo? That little sigh. Oh.
I hit a tree.
So, Freddie, you good with this?
Why? I'm the one driving.
Ah, well, I didn't know if he was trying to spend pause to be where he wanted to be as opposed to taking you to.
I'll spend one more. Just one.
I've heard that before. All right, so
It's different.
you guys hit the tree, and the vehicle. Let's see. Roll a D10 exploding. You want low, Doc. The minor damage to the vehicle. You're going pretty fast, but apparently not fast enough. You might be able to. It's still going if you're wanting to try to back up and make a new driving roll to keep going and whatnot. You hear something scream and rage, says Doc, and part of the one of the wheels is kind of going. He's like. So, Freddie, now you can try for your second time in a day skill, which I believe is lower than your one time a day.
Very low.
Yeah, but you realize that if you don't, then you guys may be living in this jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
And we can do a normal shadow walk. Get out that way.
Maybe. But then you're going to be somewhere in the world.
Let me give it a try. Okay?
Do you have Do you have the targeted shadow walk?
Yeah. Embassy Garage.
Okay, Embassy
See,
Garage.
it's that easy. I don't understand why
Oh,
you're having such issues.
Right. You guys pull up, there's this big fucking row of cars and stuff. It just shows all kinds of different cars, and many of which you don't recognize, and they're all parked in this line, and you just pull in next to it, and your car's like... And, yeah, you guys get out, glare at Freddy, and...
I had my life.
There's two silvery colored throwing stars stuck in the back of the back seat near Freddy's head that he has been avoiding looking at because apparently they distract him so bad he forgot how to shadow walk.
I glare at them and do stuff. Hold on.
They mock you for a while.
I lean in and look at them and attempt to appraise their quality.
Yeah.
Are we back in our regular clothes now and everything too, or what?
No, you're still dressed the same. You don't have the guns, but the clothes you still got.
Are we still Latino?
You look in the mirror. Well, if you look at each other, no, you never were to each other.
I'm
But-
gonna
Do
go
I
get
sense
my
Trump
clothes
on
on,
the-
like change, dock up.
Oh, you guys begin trudging toward the embassy and stuff. As far as how the throwing stars go, you're not really too familiar with the metal itself that they're made out of, but they look well made, plain.
No, I sense no Trump from the start.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to the embassy.
You guys trudge your ass back to the embassy, and Doc just kind of goes in. The guards, after glaring at you and announcing that you're not Joshua McKay, let you in. They assign a team of 4 to accompany Freddy around.
Yeah.
He has his own guards. They're chatting with you guys, you non-Freddy individuals, amiably, but with Freddy, they're keeping a wary eye, kind of like the little girl from the Firestarter movie. They're using that kind of care with him, like he may just start glaring at shit instead of starting it on fire. So
One of the rhino guards, as we're passing through, I stop and look at him. Those kangaroos show up yet?
he says,
I'll be back in a second.
"No, sir."
All right, keep an eye out for them kangaroos. You tell them to come find me when they arrive.
He glares around with his little red eyes suspiciously.
Keep up the good work. Pat him on the back.
He says, you guys go and get changed. You get all of your standard adventuring gear and stuff back on. Freddy visits his partially underwater doghouse thing that is in a fucking partial pit for some reason, and the rainwater's been collecting, and it's kind of brackish water and whatnot. He has to crawl through in order to get into his doghouse, you know. And then crawl back through it to get out.
I wanted to take care of real quick while we're here. I want some help. I need to basically I want to extend the roof so that when it rains, it doesn't fall into the pit, but falls outside the pit.
All you need is some good carpenters. Maybe the other guys can help you out with your carpentry dreams. Or
Yeah, that's one thing. I
do you have carpentry?
just want to take care of that real quick. I have a little bit, yeah.
Do you want to try it yourself?
Sure.
Cool. Give me a carpentry roll for hilarity.
I'll ask Doc and Wrestling if they mind helping me with it.
The Doc.
Hey, Doc, can you help me fix my doghouse real quick?
You look at his doghouse. It's in the bottom of about a 1 meter pit, and the pit itself is partially filled with old brackish water. What he wants to do is trap that brackish water he has to crawl through in by building a roof that goes all the way to the edges. That way, nobody can get into the doghouse because he hasn't thought it through.
Well, no, I'm gonna
What?
leave an opening for the door,
Oh,
obviously.
all right. Yes, he's wanting to build some weird thing.
I see what ideas
I just
I
wanna
have
make-
here.
Yeah, is anyone good at
I
architecture?
got no idea for
Do you
you.
have the architect? Can you help me
I think I would just
design
collapse
this
that.
properly?
I don't think you
What?
want to stay there, mate.
I just want to design the house so that when it rains, the water doesn't fall into the pit. That's it. Do either of you have ideas how to do that?
No.
Make a big funnel up to the sky, and then put a hole in the middle, and so make sure it and that way the rain will come exactly where you want it to go.
My idea is just go rent an apartment.
That's a good one.
This is my doghouse. I built it.
Oh, good job, mate. I slap him on the back. And I believe in you. I think you can do it if you really put your mind to it. I'll go in to find Elwin.
All right. You feel really oddly motivated to attempt to rebuild your doghouse.
Alright, well, first things first, I'm gonna drain the water out. Get some buckets, get the water all out. I'll
Okay.
spend a couple hours doing that.
No problem. He's busy for a while just playing with the brackish water. They wander off, leaving you behind.
I'm going to have a word with Elwin inside.
No problem. Chris, what are you up to? Are you following him?
Follow because I
Yeah.
don't care about a doghouse.
Yes, he seems to get fixated on some odd shit. Maybe the doghouse is actually full of spices, you're thinking.
I'm hoping it just bursts into flames since he's working on it.
It might. With all that water in there, you can never tell. You guys eventually find Elwin and such. He's busy arguing with some other Doras and stuff, and they stop, and he goes, give me 10 minutes. These guys never end up taking long. Hey, guys, how can I help you?
I was curious if you'd heard any kind of updates from the blokes in St. Louis and Gothic. Everything going well with the supply line?
No, it's going better than that. They managed to find somebody who gives them a small discount on the liquor because they're buying so much. They're pretty much just trading gold. If right now they're kind of selling the gold at not the best place. If you could set up a regular place for them to sell gold and stuff, no questions asked. If you've got any kind of good criminal connections, because their criminal connections are good enough. Never mind, forget what I was saying. They've got everything taken care of for you. They are doing great.
Sorry, Logan, you froze up on my side partway through that. What was the part about they're getting gold, but they're having trouble selling it?
No, I rolled on their shit. They found somebody. Basically, everything's being taken care of. They're doing their own version of the rum triangle. It's gold for alcohol. Well, they need a third thing we need a third thing.
Tobacco.
Tobacco? Yeah, something. Oh, tobacco would be a good one. Yeah. Well, do we want
You
to?
talking about a third? You talking about another thing to take to Gothic, or are you thinking about something to bring back?
Well, yeah, because then you'd have more stuff. Because right now all they're doing is taking the gold out of Gothic, alcohol, gold, alcohol, gold, alcohol, gold. They're doing that. They can, if you want them to expand it and do something else, somewhere else or wherever, they can do that, or they'll just keep running the gold back and forth for alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine for now since we're just
Okay.
up and running, but we'll think of something else. But start bringing cigars and tobacco back with you. And these guys will want that as well.
Will do.
How much time has passed? Do I have a way of telling?
Couple weeks. It's still not much time has passed yet.
Right. So just stick to that for now. I'll let you know how to expand it next.
We're on it.
And I remind, well, actually, Elwin, the person who's managing the Golden Wattle at the moment. Sorry, one of our lines is ringing back here.
Kill it. Send it back to hell.
Elwin, the gentleman that's managing the Golden Wattle, does he check in with you at all, or?
Yes.
Next time you speak to him, remind him to keep an eye on what's going on at the Helton, because as we start to eat into their profits, they might either get frisky or they might be thinking about selling the place.
When you say get frisky, are you saying something may...
Well, you've got to make sure they don't try to sabotage our operations. Try to smear us somehow.
That's
Those
good
blokes
call.
are nervous of us.
Excellent. You hear distant gunfire and whatnot. Freddy, they shooting! They shooting!
What? Take cover.
Right. Freddy dives into the pit and you hear a wet, soggy sploosh as he disappears from view.
Maybe he'll drown.
Elwin stands up. He looks around. He says, "That came from outside."
Yes, it did.
Yeah, the guards will handle it. Anything else?
Let me check my notes. Unless the doc had anything for you.
I just need to get involved.
Hey, while I have the two of you here, Doc and Elwin, Doc, I've had a couple of conversations with Elwin here about something I'm trying to be very mindful of is finding a place where they can relocate together, because it sounds like they want to stick together, but some of them are willing to go off and work in little projects as long as they're able to cycle back into the community. But we're having a hard time pinpointing an actual zone that they would be comfortable with, where elves and these other species will not be hunted. It seems like Beastkin and Genovia and Gothic are not good long-term options. It sounds like Shermer is not a good long-term option.
We can't work at a run fair forever, says Elwin.
But you communicated you like the idea of setting up in a crossroads somewhere so that we could establish a trade settlement.
Trade settlement would be awesome, because with your business skill and our workforce, because under your business auspices, our people are training in lots of different stuff. All that they'd been training in before from McKay was how to teach. So now we're able to, when some people learn new skills, they're teaching them to other people and what. The shooting stopped, Freddy.
I poke my head up and look.
And shows Freddy with mud coming down his face, looking around. The guards are really excited, and they're like more are running over that way, and others are covering other parts of the wall and stuff.
So when we say trade settlement, you're thinking of whether there's potential for local trade, or are you thinking interstellar trade?
I wouldn't mind both, actually.
Interdimensional.
If you can figure out a way to make it so that we don't have to worry about, like, if you can find something to be able to make it so, I don't know, to put it in newfangled terms and stuff, so that the Clems is like password protected or something, so that only authorized people can come to or leave from our Clems, especially coming to it, because even if we turn off the Clems, like, you can still go to a turned off Clems, as you know. That's our biggest concern, because the Clems is always in the middle of the settlement, if we were to build it, because we might be able to build another one. I think we might have one pole left. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But yeah, we can use that and make a whole new interdimensional trade thing along with local trade and everything.
Have you heard of the Golden Cycle trading agreement?
Golden Cycle? Is that like that thing that Dad's always interested in with the really big tire in the front and a really small one on the back?
Would I recall that kind of symbol, Logan?
Give me a memory roll.
Does this ring a bell to you at all, Doc? You know much about that? The Golden Cycle trade agreement is, I believe it's an agreement with different factions that are allowed to do business with Amber. One faction that I know is
Amber? He looks alarmed.
The Spider people that are in MMO land. They like the Kahlua a lot, those blokes. And they have the ship that trade ships that they shadow walk in or something like that.
I'm not sure about doing business with Amber. I haven't heard any good stuff, and also those guys are stupidly dangerous, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. It's a dangerous world out there, mate.
I think maybe we should start a little smaller. Maybe build up to that, he says.
Fair enough. Doc, you hadn't heard of this Golden Cycle?
I think this is what he's talking about. He sketches out this. Is it showing? Yeah, it should be showing. Middle right.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen their... I haven't actually met any of these blokes yet. I'm just relaying back what I've read in the forums.
Let's stick with things that you're familiar with for now, he says. Amber scares the crap out of me because it keeps Dad nervous. This is part of
why I'm trying to get the Doc in on this, because he's also familiar with things I haven't encountered. So, do you have any ideas? That was the point of all this, bringing this up, is do you have ideas? Or could we potentially use your ability to explore shadows to find them a pocket shadow of their own that has even a potential resource that we could begin extracting?
That's definitely something that I can do.
Something that would appear safe, have fertile farmland. What if we used your ability to find them a location, build them a cleanse there at some point? But
first we need to figure out a way to secure the clems, though, says Owen. That's why our last one got blown up. That's why we owed money to the government here and had a giant crater and shit, because people were scared of the clems. Because when you guys aren't around, sometimes weird shit comes through, or other Doras and stuff like that, and they are not friendly, and sometimes they got mad skills. And from what I've heard, says Owen, it's only worse with the Amber guys. Freddie, meanwhile, outside, the guards are bringing in like a covered body and stuff.
I'll kind of walk up to them.
Your 4 guards keep you back. No.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. The guards look at you. Yes, Mudman, it is okay. You're not Joshua McKay.
Who is that in the...
Don't worry, Mudman. These are not the bodies you're looking for, says one of the guards.
Okay.
Is this Mudman allowed to be here? Your 4 guards nod. Afraid so.
Can I tell from the shape of the sheets if it's a human?
Humanoid.
Or an animal head?
Humanoid. Could be an animal head. Actually, it might be one of those owl-headed people. You're not sure. It appears they're taking it into the embassy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna clean up real quick and then I'll go and join the other 2.
Excellent. Meanwhile, coming back to you guys.
So, you had mentioned some way of password protecting. Were you saying if there was a way to password protect Clem himself and how this is used, or are you saying password protect the enclosure around the cleanse?
I mean, to go to that cleanse. Because, like, you can go to a cleanse that is not working. Like, even a destroyed cleanse, if it's not completely destroyed, like we discovered we couldn't go back to the pit that was here. So, oh, Jason just froze up.
Oh,
No, no. You guys are frozen. Just him. Everybody
Yellow.
is, yeah. He turns black and white when he freezes up.
oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, am I back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Looks like
Well,
things
without
froze
your
up.
camera.
Last thing I heard you say, Logan, was you can go to a cleanse.
Yes, even if it's been destroyed, but not if it's been completely destroyed. If it's broken, you can still go there. We would like to find a way to make it so that you can't, unless you like know a certain password or have something on you. Actually, either way has still got security risks, but it's better than nothing.